Case file 49231 open. If you're new here, I'm the detective. This is the show where we hunt down the real reasons your English isn't working, and we don't stop until the culprit's in cuffs. Most of these cases, the suspect everyone blames is innocent. The real criminal's been hiding in plain sight the whole time. Today's case is one of the most common I see, and one of the most misunderstood. So let me bring in today's client.
Can I admit something a little embarrassing? Everything I'm saying to you right now, I wrote it down and studied it before I came here. Word for word. That's the only reason I sound okay at the moment, because normally I don't. I've studied English for years. I can read it, I can write a whole email and sound almost fluent, but the second someone talks to me without warning and I haven't prepared, nothing comes out. I freeze. So I script my life. I rehearse conversations before they happen, and the moment anything goes off script, it all vanishes. It's like I'm two completely different people in English.
Stop. Ernie, do you realize what you just did? You just told me you scripted this entire conversation in advance, which means I'm watching the crime happen live, right now, on this desk. You prepared, so right now you sound fluent. The day you can't prepare, you freeze. Same person, same English, same brain. The only variable that changed is whether you had time to get ready. That's the most important clue in the whole case, because if preparation is the only thing standing between frozen and fluent, then the words were never the problem. So let me ask the question that cracks it open. If the words disappear the moment you're put on the spot, how do they show up perfectly the moment you sit down to write?
They are there when I write. I never thought about it like that.
Because the words were never the problem, Ernie. You don't have a vocabulary problem. You have a speaking problem. A very specific one. And the good news is, it's the most fixable problem in all of English. So here's what we're doing today. I'm going to show you exactly why you write better than you speak. And I'm giving you a 2-week plan to close the gap. 15 minutes a day. Real plan. Day by day. Let's go.
Okay, so if the words are in there, why can't I get them out when I talk?
Well, let's run the evidence. When you write an email, how much time do you have to find the right word?
As much as I want. I can stop, think, go back, rewrite it.
And when someone's standing in front of you waiting for an answer?
None. I have like a second. And that's when my mind goes blank.
There's your culprit. It was never whether you know the words. It's how fast you can reach them under pressure. Writing gives you unlimited time to pull a word from storage. Speaking gives you half a second and a person staring at you. Same warehouse of words. Completely different deadline. You've been training the warehouse. Nobody trained the speed of the door.
So all those vocabulary lists I've been memorizing.
We're making your warehouse bigger while your door stayed slow. You've been studying for an exam you already pass, the written one. The spoken one is a speed test, and speed is a completely different skill. Here's the part that should make you optimistic. Speed isn't knowledge, it's a reflex. And reflexes don't take years. They take about 2 weeks of the right reps.
2 weeks. That honestly sounds too short.
It would be too short to learn English. You already know English. You proved that the second you walked in here with a script. We're not teaching you anything new. We're building a reflex on top of knowledge you already have. That's fast. Let me show you the plan. 2 weeks. 15 minutes a day of focused work, plus a bunch of dead time you're already wasting. 4 phases. Each one trains a different part of the reflex.
Only 15 minutes? People tell me I should study for hours.
15 focused minutes every single day will crush 3 hours once a week. A language is a habit, not a cram. Don't break the chain. Now, here's the part nobody tells you. We're not going to drill random textbook sentences. We're going to drill your sentences. The exact ones you needed in that meeting you froze in. Phase 1. Before your 15-minute days begin, you spend the first 3 days building your evidence file. A list of the sentences you actually need to say in your real life. Not generic phrases from a textbook you'll never use. Your life. Here's how. For 3 days, narrate your day out loud. and capture it on your phone with a speech-to-text app. Waking up. I need to send that email before the meeting. Making coffee. I didn't sleep well. At work. Can we push this to next week? Every real thing you say or think, capture it.
So I'm collecting the sentences I actually use, not the ones of course things I should use.
Exactly. After 3 days, you'll have pages of them. Real sentences from your real life. Then you translate them into English. A translation tool is fine. That list is your case file. It's personal. And here's the bonus nobody mentions. When you learn full sentences, the grammar comes with them for free. You're not studying grammar rules, you're picking them up without even noticing. No textbook required.
That's why I always knew the rules but still couldn't speak.
Because rules in a book aren't sentences in your mouth. From day 4 on, here's exactly what your 15 minutes look like. 2 simple steps. First 5 minutes of your session, you listen to your sentences as audio, a text-to-speech app reads your list out loud, and you shadow them. That means you speak along, out loud, at the same time as the audio, matching the rhythm and the speed, not after it, with it.
At the exact same time, I won't keep up.
You won't at first. That's the point. You're warming up your mouth to move at native speed without stopping to translate. You already know these words. They're your sentences. 5 minutes of this, and your mouth is loose and ready for the hard part.
So shadowing is, how you say, the warm-up?
Yes, the warm-up, 5 minutes, then comes the engine, and the engine is what actually fixes the freeze. Now your mouth is warm. Here's where the real work happens, and it's the part that actually fixes the freeze. You take that 2-column list, you cover the right side, your English sentences, completely. Now you look at the situation on the left, only the situation. And out loud, from memory, you say the full English sentence. Don't whisper it. Don't think it. Say it. 3-second rule. You start within 3 seconds. You don't freeze, you say the whole sentence. Then you uncover the right side and check if you got it.
But what if I get it wrong?
Good. Getting it wrong and then seeing the right answer, that's what makes it stick. Getting it right with no effort means you already knew it and learned nothing. The struggle is the learning. Listen carefully because this is the secret. The crime we're solving isn't speaking incorrectly. It's freezing. If you stop and panic, you've practiced freezing. If you push the sentence out, wrong or right, and finish, you've practiced flow. That friction, that little moment of, ugh, come on, that's the exact muscle that's been failing you. You're finally training it.
So that's my 15 minutes. 5 minutes shadowing to warm up. 10 minutes saying my own sentences out loud from memory.
Last step? And here's where everything connects, Ernie, because you might be wondering, if I spent 2 weeks drilling my own sentences, how does that help me when the moment is unscripted? Fair question. The answer is that you were never drilling sentences to recite them. You were training one thing, getting English out fast, under pressure, without freezing. You practiced on your own sentences because they're the easiest place to start. You already know them, but the speed you build doesn't care which sentence it's reaching for. Once your brain can fire out a sentence in 1 second, it does the same with a new one, because the thing that was broken was never the words. It was the freeze. Step 4 is where you use that speed on a sentence you've never rehearsed.
So once it's automatic, it doesn't matter whether I planned the words or not. But wait, I drilled my sentences. In a real conversation, I will need different ones I never practiced. So not ordering a coffee because I could memorize that. Something where I don't know what's coming.
Exactly. Coffee orders are scripts. We're hunting the unscripted moment, the one that's been making you freeze. Start with 1 a day. It's short on purpose. Then each day you push it a little further. One unscripted answer becomes a few sentences back and forth, and a few sentences become a real conversation. By day 14, you're handling unplanned English every day, and it doesn't scare you, because you've proven to yourself one small win at a time that you don't freeze anymore. Here's the part that makes this worth it, Ernie. Those sentences you drilled, they're not throwaway lines. You pulled them from your own life, which means they're the ones you say over and over. Can we reschedule? What would you recommend? I didn't sleep well. You'll use them constantly because your life repeats. So most of a real conversation is already made of sentences you trained. And the new ones, the ones you didn't drill, come out faster too, because you built the speed itself. You win twice. The lines you practice come out instantly, and the brand new ones come out faster than they ever did.
So I'm not memorizing lines I'll never use. I'm drilling the exact ones I use most and getting quicker at everything else as a bonus.
Exactly. And it doesn't add a minute to your day because it happens out in your normal life. But here's the rule that makes it work. It has to be something you can't script. Scripted English is what you're already good at. That's how you survive this conversation. It trains nothing. So once a day, you answer one unscripted thing, live, in English. Reply out loud to a comment before you read the replies. Ask a stranger a real question. Do you know if this is open on Sundays? And handle whatever they answer. The bravest version. Say one unplanned opinion in a conversation you're already in. The rule is always the same. Your words have to depend on theirs, so you can't prepare them in advance.
Let me make sure I've got the whole case. It was never that I don't know enough English.
Never. You proved that yourself. You walked in with a perfect script. The real culprit was freezing under pressure, and you'd been training the wrong skill the entire time. So here's the case, closed. 3 days building your own sentence list from your real life. Then, 15 minutes a day. 5 minutes shadowing to warm up, 10 minutes forcing those sentences out from memory. And at the end, one unscripted moment a day, live, in English. The exact thing that used to freeze you.
And I don't need a single new word.
Not one. You need faster access to the words you've already got. So if you write English better than you speak it, you're not bad at English. You're fast at writing and slow at speaking, and slow at speaking is a reflex you can train. 15 minutes a day, 2 weeks, it starts today. Not when you feel ready, because ready is the freeze talking. Case closed.